Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Miss Meriah's Adventures. You know, sometimes adventures are fun, and well, sometimes they're just not. I'm sure you can see that I have some crutches here with me today, and my foot is propped up on a pillow with an ice pack. That's really not my idea of a fun adventure. You know, certain adventures in life, you just have to be strong and brave when you face them and when you deal with them because they're not fun. The other day, I had one of those adventures. You see, we have a little filly, and her name is Pepper. And she decided that it would be much more fun to be outside of her pen, tearing around like a crazy little horse instead of inside of her pen, safe where she belongs. I was trying to get her back in her pen where she would be safe, but she was being incredibly stubborn and wanted absolutely no part of me catching her. Now, normally, Pepper is very loving and kind and wants to be caught and loved on, but she was absolutely not gonna let me catch her. I even tried graying, and usually graying will get any of our horses running to you. However, Pepper just kept running away from me. Now, in the process of her being stubborn and not obeying, I got hurt. And sometimes that's what happens when we don't obey and mind, because you know, there are certain rules out there that we might not even understand why they're there in place, but they're there to keep us safe. Just like your parents probably have rules for you, and that's because your parents want you to be safe. So here's what happened. Here's how I got hurt. While Pepper was being stubborn and running around like a crazy horse and I was trying to catch her, a big gate and a big fence post connected to a fence fell completely on top of me. And I wiggled and squirmed and tried to get out from underneath it, but I couldn't. And thankfully, I had already called my two kids down to the barn to try to help me catch her. And thankfully, Cody was there and he was able to lift that big, heavy gate and fence and everything off of me so I could get free. And I was really scared that I was hurt really bad and that I broke something, and that I broke something so bad that I was even maybe going to have surgery. And it was a really scary time for me. My kids were even scared for me. Thankfully, we have a good friend that's a doctor. His name is Dr. Dan, and my dad was able to give him a call, and I was able to get in to see him, and I had x-rays of my foot, and they took a look at the x-rays, and thankfully nothing was broken. I didn't need surgery, which I was really, really grateful for and very relieved. I just really badly bruised my bone. So thankfully it all worked out. Just have to have these as my good friends and be on crutches for a little bit, but it all worked out and I'm gonna be okay. And my kids helped me get Pepper back in her house so that she's safe, and some fences and things like that have gotten rebuilt. But just remember that it's really important to not be so stubborn that you're going to hurt people around you. And it's really important to follow safety rules that are in place to keep you safe and others safe. All right? Now, I look forward to being up and around and having some more fun adventures with you, and not really an adventure where I'm here sitting on the couch having my leg propped up on ice. All right? So you stay safe, stay healthy, and I look forward to our next adventure together. Bye-bye! And remember, when you're going through those not so fun adventures, the ones that you didn't go looking for that found you, remember to stay strong, stay brave, stay tough, and you'll get through them.